just provides that perfect opportunity for these students to revisit and go over things that they need to as many times as they want to, because the groups are so small.
Tutoring for those students that may be a bit more anxious about being in a classroom 100% has an effect on them back on their classes.
Especially with more anxious and quiet students, I think it's given them the confidence to say to their teacher, actually I don't really understand it, because when it's one-on-one or a small group, there's less kind of anxiety around saying, oh actually I don't really know what's going on.
I think that when I first got offered it in year 10, I was a bit, maybe I don't really know if I'm that type of boy that needs it. But when I had it, I was like, you know what, it's only ever going to benefit me. And it does. There's not one lesson where you don't leave learning something that you never knew.
We don't want them feeling like they are at a disadvantage or more of a disadvantage just because of their background.
Mm-hmm.
So having the opportunity to have it free in school, it just makes the biggest difference.
Working really, really closely with a boy who's actually been on study leave. He's a pupil premium student, so he's got quite a challenging home life, and I was assigned him as someone like a mentor that he could trust. And he, at one point, he wasn't going to sit his literature GCSE, and he's managed to just sit all literature and language GCSEs. I've watched him in a group setting, and he's very, very quiet and withdrawn. But one-to-one, once you develop a relationship and some trust with him, he's really, really open and really wants to try and engage with the resources that I'm giving him.
Every day I think that I've woken up during GCSEs, I've sat there, I've gone, Joe, I know this because I've done it before in tutoring, I've got this, it's easy, don't overthink it. If I didn't have to tutoring since year 10, I would have woke up most days just being like, you know you're going to fail, and that's the thing, and it's really opened my mind a lot.
Getting that year 11 student grade 7 last year changed or will change his life in a way that is completely immeasurable. Doing that not just for one student, but for multiple students each year is invaluable to them personally.
They will never give up in you, as in, if you find it something that they won't just go, oh well, you're never going to know it. They'll sit there with you for hours, just making sure that you get it, even asking you to come back after school, just making sure that they want you to get it.
Our students come to us with goals. Say, I'm at this, but I need this, and it's like, okay, we're now a team, we're doing this together.
So we're going to do this, and this, and we are going to get you here.
I think it helps, specifically with your individual needs. That say if you struggle with a certain thing, but the rest of your class doesn't, it's just so much better.
And when I first see them in the beginning of the lessons where they don't want to talk to me, they've got their head down, they find it awkward, they just don't want to get involved, they're scared of science, they're scared of maths, they think, oh, I'm never going to get good at it. To see the transformation now, how confident they are, they step into their lessons bright and bubbly and wanting to learn.
Being in a much smaller group, in a more intimate group, they feel more comfortable and confident.
I think it's improved their relationship with their teachers as well. I think a lot of them have engaged more with their teachers and they're emailing them responses and getting their teachers to mark them over the weekend, which I don't think they would have done.
Sometimes they don't understand why their intuition or what they could potentially help them with. And it was really difficult to get her to settle down and actually do the work. But throughout the year, we showed her that we care about her, we want her to do as best as she possibly can. And by the end, she was honestly writing about pages this big, and it was so detailed, and I don't think I've ever been so proud of a student before. She just had this incredible transformation.
The ones that show that they really care, I think, are the ones that make the best tutors, because then kids are more willing to and more determined to work with them. They're like a friend.
Having more tutors to help these kids is definitely needed, because they thrive.